We begin with breaking news tonight. A 14-year-old Pike County boy, his brother. Again, let me repeat myself to make sure that you are able to hear me. A 14-year-old Pike County boy faces murder charges in the shooting of his brother. Investigators say he confessed after his 17-year-old brother went missing this week. News 4's Ken Curtis is live in our newsroom with details of this disturbing story. Ken, what can you tell us?
Well, Kinsley, according to investigators, that 14-year-old you talk about, publicly unnamed, confided in a classmate at Pike County High School in Brundage that he killed his older brother. The suspect asked a friend to help him murder the remainder of his family, indicated he planned to shoot up his school. Pike County deputies say they found a hit list in his book bag. However, before he could act on the threats, Pike County deputies took that boy into custody. The body of his alleged victim, his brother, was found on the family's property in the Monticello community. That's near Banks, around 10 miles north of Brundage. Investigators say the 14-year-old shot his sibling at the back of their house, then dragged the body for about 60 yards. Now, within the last few minutes, we heard from a couple of people vital to this case: Pike County Sheriff Russell Thomas and Pike County District Attorney James Tarbox.
This student was taking a test, and he was so bothered by what this 14-year-old friend had told him that he reported it to the teacher, who then relayed the information onto the administration.
We always talk about see something, say something. That is what that friend did in this moment. But for that friend coming forward to his teacher, having trust in his teacher, feeling comfortable to make that statement, we may have additional deaths on our hands here in Pike County at the hands of this 14-year-old that's now in custody.
As this story unfolds, I want to share with you a quote, a statement, if you will, that we received just a few minutes ago from the Pike County school superintendent, pointing out that out of an abundance of caution that the school system has requested an increased law enforcement presence on its campus in Brundage, and is also being mindful of mental health, wellness, and support for students and staff. Again, with the arrest of that 14-year-old, there's no indication anybody is at threat, but again, out of an abundance of caution, there's going to be extra law enforcement. James Tarbox, the district attorney, told me that just a few minutes ago, Kinsley, when I spoke with him via the telephone.
A very disturbing and heartbreaking story. Ken, talk about juvenile laws while we have you.
Well, I asked Mr. Tarbox, and we talked about it. Because he's 14, he can't be named. The suspect cannot be named under Alabama laws. As far as charges and whether he'll be tried as an adult, that's something that will unfold. It'll take a while. Mr. Tarbox saying that there'll be a full evaluation of this case, and whether he's certified as an adult or not, that will be a decision not of prosecutors, but of a judge who will consider the facts of the case before making that decision, Kinsley.
But Ken, we had a 14-year-old murder suspect in Dothan last year, and police named him. What's the difference?
The difference was that suspect was at large, and a circuit court judge decided that the threat to public safety was so great that it warranted him issuing an order that police could release that 14-year-old's name. As soon as the arrest took place, that information became private, even though we learned the name during that period of time when the search was on for him. And ultimately, that 14-year-old Vincent Oliver Jr. was certified as an adult to stand trial, a trial that's pending on capital murder charges. A lot developing, more tonight at 10 in this case, Kinsley.
Yes, very interesting stuff. Ken Curtis, thank you so much for breaking that down for us. And we're continuing to follow this story, like Ken mentioned, and learn more about the investigation into what exactly happened. Download our News 4 app. It's free. We'll make sure to keep you updated and send out alerts when we get new breaking information in this case.